Obviously, another big fight for you, opening a pay-per-view main card like this against a veteran. What does that, I guess, mean for you in your career at this point?
I feel that having the opportunity to fighting somebody like Michael Johnson puts me in a different level in the UFC, because as you say, he's been here for 14 years for some reason, right? Like, he's a tough veteran, top fighter. I respect him a lot as a fighter, but he's just one more stair for myself to get where I want to be. And I'm excited. It's going to be a great fight.
Yeah, and obviously a huge fight on the top of the card too, just to kind of get the shine to the greatest lightweights right now. What kind of statement are you trying to make?
I want to show to the world that I'm a different version of myself. I know that, again, he's a top fighter. That's what I asked for the fight. He's coming up. It's not like he's a washed-out version of himself. He's actually on a winning streak, and that's why I want to fight him, because I feel that he's in that last part of their career where he's still that good to be a good win against him, but at the same time, he's not. Well, he's actually what he used to be all his career, so that's why I want to fight.
Yeah, what do you just make him at this point? Like you said, a lot of fights, 30 fights in the UFC. So I'm sure a lot of tape for you to study. So what are you kind of expecting out of this fight?
Of course, every fighter evolves in each fight, and I know that he's not the exception. Either if he have 39 or something like that, he's still evolving. It's just that after all these fights, as you say, we can always expect to see the same version, or at least kind of like same things in his fighting style. Again, that doesn't mean that he is not a dangerous fighter, but it's just that at this point I know what he's gonna try, and I am ready. I'm well trained, I'm young, I'm hungry, and I know that overall I am the better fighter.
Do you think going forward with a win like this, like these are the type of names you're going to get, kind of like legacy names in the division a little bit?
I don't want to have legacy names, to be honest with you. I just want to get the fights that put me the closest to the title. I already envision myself as a champion. I work every day with that goal in mind. Uh, Bro, I woke up every day and I train like I already have the belt under my waist. So at this point in my career, with 26 years old, the goal is not to have legacy fights, to have whatever. The goal is get that belt around my waist. So that's what I'm trying to do.
When you imagine yourself getting to that belt, do you still see Ilia Topuria as the one holding it?
I don't know, because I heard that he says that have like 3 or 4 fights left. We'll see. Eventually everybody says that we doesn't even know if Dustin is gonna walk out this weekend. He might win to Dustin to Max Holloway and then ask for a title shot. That can happen. So I don't know what's gonna happen in regards to that. But again, I envision myself winning in a fashion way this weekend, and then keep building my name until I can have the title shot.
Daniel, what's going on? First time in New Orleans?
Yeah.
How you liking it?
Good. I like the street. I still don't have the opportunity to see a lot of the surroundings, but it's nice. I like the weather, though. It's better than Vegas weather.
Hang tight. The weather's about to get bad. It always is down here. You're fighting a guy in Michael Johnson who, he's fought the who's who in UFC. I mean, he's beat Poirier. Do you think that Michael Johnson still has that dangerous aspect to him where, he could potentially still knock out anybody? And are you looking to finish him this fight? You think you could get a finish over Michael Johnson?
Well, answering the first question, as Rocky says in one of the movies, right? Like, the last thing that you lose when you're a fighter is the power of the punches. So I know that he can still knock out whoever he has in front. But again, that's what we get ready. That's why I've been training for so long, because it's not like I've only been training 3 months for this fight, brother. I've been training 13 years of my whole life just to get to this moment. And I'm not planning on let any guy take this away of me. Now, regards of how I'm planning of winning this fight, I came here to finish Michael Johnson. I just don't want to win the fight. I wanna dominate. I wanna show that there's levels in this. I know that I am the less experienced fighter, but I feel that at this point it's not about experience. We are all good fighters in the UFC. It's about who gets the better preparation, who invests the most in their fight camps, and I feel that overall I've been doing improvements in that area that are gonna lead me to have a great win this weekend.
Thank you, Daniel. Best of luck to you.
Thanks, brother.
Devin Johnson. Daniel, you spoke about your preparation. You have now been in the UFC for 3 years. How do you feel you have matured as a fighter?
I feel that I've been changing a lot of things, especially every fight camp. I learn a lot. I am a very susceptible guy to make changes. I like to change because I know that what doesn't challenge you doesn't change you, you know? So I'm always trying to put myself into certain positions where I need to change, I need to improve, not only in the sports theme, like in the personal aspect side of things. Like I like to read a lot, I like to study, I like to keep evolving because I believe that if you get better as a person, as an individual, you can get better also in sports, in all the aspects of life. Now, regards the sports, again, I am investing in different coaches, in different things, in different machines that can help me to perform better, learning, understanding my body better, and I feel that all those small things combined is what really makes a big difference and a big changes. And I've been feeling it this fight camp, to be honest.
Also, Daniel, I will say that even though Michael Johnson may have a advantage in experience, you do have a physical advantage in being taller and having a longer reach. How do you feel that that may factor as an advantage for you in the fight?
I feel that MMA is a weird sport because a lot of people think that being tall is an advantage. But I mean, if this were boxing, probably. The problem with MMA is that if you have a taller guy, you shoot, or if you are the shorter guy, you are better at wrestling, or like, I feel that the sport is so complete that the physical aspects of things, like such things like the length, or are not as important. But what we can control is the physical preparation, how we get ready, how we prepare for the fight, and that's where I know I have the advantage. Just because I've been doing my whole fight camp in the Performance Institute in Vegas, they have $2-3 million machines that I can afford to have in my house, but there's no need because I have it there and I've been using it all every day. And that, with all the preparations and with the right coaches, with the right team surrounding me, it's just that I know that I have the better preparation.
Daniel, one question from me. You got some advice from Glory kickboxing champion Rico Verhoeven. What was that experience like, and what type of advice did he give you?
I'm a big fan of kickboxing. Actually, a lot of guys don't know, but my nickname Golden Boy, it's because of Badr Hari, one fighter that he fights with Rico. Uh, my first coach, Raul Romero, fought for K1, and he's a big fan of Rico. I've been following his trajectory for a long time. And I don't know, I was just asking him what it's like to be a champion for 13 title defenses. He's been the world champ for 10 years. It's crazy. And he just told me, you just need to keep doing what you are doing. And for me, that really was meaningful, because having a guy like him saying, I watch you training, I watch what you're doing, and you are doing all the right things, just keep doing more of that. That's something that, I don't know, it's just powerful. Having a guy like that saying that to you, it's meaningful.
Daniel, just one question. Before you came over here to New Orleans, you were in Vegas. You were racing the Ferrari, right? What was that experience like? And was that the first time you got to drive a car like that?
Yeah, it was the first time. Actually, that's why I post the pictures, because I not envision myself only as a fighter. I like to do investments. That's another thing that I'm always talking with my coaches. I have very smart coaches surrounding me, and that's something that I like, because I don't want to be one of those fighters like Michael Johnson that I need to be fighting at 39 years old. If I want to fight at 39 years old, I want to do it because I want, not because I need to. So for me, having the experience of driving that car and overall the experience during that weekend was not only about driving the car, but seeing myself having my own and being successful, not only as a fighter, but as an entrepreneur, as a businessman. So it's more motivation for me.
How important do you think it is to set up your future now as you're fighting actively, so that maybe down the road you don't have to fight so much, or you could retire at a better age?
I feel that this is the moment, and this is an advice for all the younger guys that might be looking this, because when we have 26, 25, we think, oh, I'm gonna have more fights. I can spend in that Rolex, like, or I can spend $10,000, $15,000 in this and this, and it doesn't make sense because right now you might be able to keep fighting and keep getting that money back, but at some point you are not going to be able to do it, and then you're going to regret it. So I feel that I am trying to do things the opposite way, where I invest all my money right now, because again, I have 26, I don't have a family, I don't have pretty much anything to care. So instead of buying things or spending the money in dumb shit, I just rather invest that and start building a good base and have a better future.
Just one over here. Who you got in the main event between Holloway and Poirier?
What?
Who you got in
Oh,
the main event?
I need to go Poirier. I feel that he's gonna win. It's his last fight. I feel that when you, I'm gonna talk about what I do and why I feel that he's gonna win. Every time that I step here, I enjoy all, because we never know when's the last time that we're gonna be here. So I feel that Poirier, knowing that this is the last time that he's gonna be here doing all these things, I feel that getting ready for that type of fight with that in mind makes you just overall enjoy everything more. So I feel that that psychological part can play a big aspect in the fight. Again, Holloway is a very top fight. He still wanna fight, so that's another thing. Like he's not gonna let Poirier win. But I feel that Poirier, man, he just deserves to go out with that belt. I feel that after all the title shots that he have, the great fights that he put, overall, I feel that he deserved it more.